Once again, it's on. Week 14 is behind us. We are on to week 15. This is a Show Nuff Divided, and I am Willie Epting Jr. I am the gas. I am the gas man extraordinaire, as I will be spewing a lot of gas during this episode. However, I got the crew in here with me. They ready to get down. Y'all already know what it is, man. This is Show Nuff Divided. Thank you guys out there. Oh, we'll get to that in just a second. But we got Teshia, we got Bryan, we got Leslie. And I can tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a split. There's two people that are upset and there's two people that are happy. I'll let you judge by the comments as well as by their facial expressions who is who. So, without further ado, I hope you guys are ready to go get it, because that is just about what we're about to do, starting right now. Let's go.
Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds.
Yeah, I know what it is. You little suckers get to talking, grabbing and walking, strapped to the pong of their jaws and smacking they sleep with the coffins. And they getting greedy like saying, give me all.
Come on in and join us for a brand new episode of a Show Nuff Divided. It is Willie. It is Teshia. It is Bryan. It is It is Leslie. What is going on, family? Y'all doing good? Look at Bryan. He done already started getting it in. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
I'm doing great. How about you, Willie?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm just saying.
Okay, Leslie, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. Now,
Yeah.
For everybody out there that's watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and of course, say it with me. Thank you guys out there. We're going to get to the comments as they are already starting to roll in. I want you guys to just drop in the comments which of these four people pictured on your screen do you think is the happiest, the saddest, the maddest, or most disappointing, or most disappointed? Go ahead and drop them down below. We're going to get to all of that here in just a second. But week 14 has come and gone. I think we want to start, or let me ask the stars. Let's start with star number one. Teshia, do we want to start with trolling the Cowboys?
Why not?
Okay, Bryan, do we want to start with trolling the Cowboys?
No, let's finish. We need to finish trolling the Cowboys.
Okay, so it's 1-1. All right, yeah. Leslie. All right, Leslie at Cape Cod _girly on Twitter. Do you want to troll Cowboy fans now, or do you want to troll Cowboy fans later?
Whichever gives us the most time, I think. So that's up to you.
It's up to me?
Yeah, ooh. I mean, let's do it. Let's have the most time for it. So, because that was.
All right. We'll go ahead and do it now. Sorry, Bryan. I mean, you are the only man that's a star. And, women run the world per se. So you lose, or shall I say we lose. But it ain't about us. It's about everybody that's out there watching and will be ultimately listening to the show. All right, so the Dallas Cowboys go to Buffalo. The same Buffalo team that just beat the Kansas City Chiefs on this past Sunday. So they get to go home and they get to face the Dallas Cowboys, who came in sitting on top of the world, or at least sitting on top of the NFC East. They go into Orchard Park on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And before you know it, the score is 14-0. And then by the time that the game was over with, we were looking at a 31-10 victory by the Bills over the Cowboys. Brian, let me ask you this, since you're the only man and you actually lost the vote. Let me ask you this. Did the Dallas Cowboys defense get exposed in this game?
Yes, I would say that it did.
I feel some hesitancy.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is still good. It's not like they're, just one bad game against Buffalo and now they have a mid-tier defense. But they still have a strong defense. It wasn't their day at all, and you could tell. It was pretty evident.
Mm-hmm. Leslie, this is your division mate team, and I don't know how you feel about the Cowboys. How do you really look at that? Look at that face.
Should have got popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Cowboys. I mean, like.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Leslie, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy or how satisfied as a non-Cowboy fan were you in regard to not just the outcome or the result, the final score result? I don't know if you saw any of the game or any of the highlights, but the fact that they just got bludgeoned by the Bills running game.
They really did. And I mean, I'm not a fan of the Bills either.
Nope.
I mean, obviously.
We know this.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think the defense has kind of been their weak point all year long, the Cowboys. So I don't know. I think that was part of it. And they just got whooped. There's no other word for it. It was bad. It was really bad.
Well, to their credit, to their defense or in their defense, and far be it from me to defend anything regarding the subject of the Dallas Cowboys. Their defense is ranked 4th in the NFL. But here's the thing. I think they have been exposed in terms of their run defense. Their run defense is one of the poorest in the National Football League. Arizona exposed them. The 49ers exposed them. And the Bills exposed them. And oh, by the way, they play Miami in week 15, and they have the best rushing offense in the National Football League. The difference between the Dolphins and those other teams is that the Dolphins don't bludgeon you the way that those other squads have. That's the difference. But they got so much speed, and that actually, in my opinion, is going to favor, I shouldn't say favor, but it's going to make the matchup that much closer between these two teams because Miami does a lot of motion, a lot of window dressing, although the Cowboys do struggle with motion offenses. There's a lot of window dressing, but hey, Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, who sat out week 14 against the Jets. I mean, not like they needed them because they beat them 30-0. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Now, I am rooting against the Cowboys just as much as any other Cowboy fan or non-Cowboy fan out there. And again, it's not because of the team. It's because of certain fans that I know personally who I cannot talk real football with them when it comes to that team. Teshia, your thoughts on the scale of 1 to 10 about how the Cowboys really just they got beat up in this game.
Yeah, that's a fact. I never it when the Bills win, but it's kind of one of those, can they both lose? I have something to say though, and I think you're gonna like this. I'm gonna go a totally different direction. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay. How many Dallas Cowboys fans does it take to change a light bulb?
I've heard this before, but I don't remember what it is.
It's a classic. They don't. They just talk about how good the old one was.
And you know what? That's not when we first heard it, guess what? It was a joke. It ain't even a joke anymore. It's the truth. It's the straight truth. Okay, very good. All right, let's roll into week 14, the wrap up. We're gonna start what took place on Thursday night to kick off week 14. Some team by the name of I don't know, the Las Vegas Raiders. After getting shut out in week 13, 3-0 against the Minnesota Vikings, they come out and hang 42 on the Los Angeles Chargers at halftime en route to a 63-21 victory for the Raiders, thus really keeping their slim to none playoff hopes alive. I think in watching this game, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the reason why it is a narcotic that is the Oakland/Los Angeles/Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders. And look at me when I tell you, look at me guys when I talk about this. Check me out. Can you believe that when we were up 49-0 with about 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter, I'm still lying in my bed, very, very nervous.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, if these dudes come back from a 49-0 deficit this deep in the third quarter, I am packing up and I am moving to parts unknown. That is what was going through my mind at that time, because that is the narcotic that is the Las Vegas Raiders. Brian, your thoughts on my paranoia?
Well, I mean, I would say, like, we've seen some crazy things happen in sports before, so I kind of get it. But they also didn't have Herbert. So, I mean, and they were playing awful. There was no turning around. There was no momentum shift. Usually you have to have a momentum shift, and then you're like, oh, I'm a little nervous now because it's, even if you're up 28, if there's somehow a momentum shift, then that might make you nervous. But I think you a little bit over dramatic there.
But you feel me though, right? You feel me?
I do, to an extent, yes, 100%.
All right, Leslie, describe or talk about my paranoia after what I just talked about with the Raiders being up 49-0 deep into the third, or really halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. I mean, that's how I am with KU basketball. On like every game, they're not up by 45, 50 points. I'm freaking out. They're going to get more. So I totally get it.
So, okay. So Leslie gets it. Brian gets it to a degree. Let's go to the princess. Princess.
We know she gets it. She said
I do totally get it. But
yeah.
I want to take the higher road and just say good game. I didn't catch the entire thing, but I got sick of watching the highlights. I was like, oh my gosh, really? Stop. So, congratulations. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the books.
Yeah, well, this was a historical game. This was a game of historical proportions. I'm gonna tell you guys, and I'm not reading this stuff off. This is what I know. Okay. This is the first. This score that the Raiders put up was the highest point total in any one NFL game after a team was shut out the next week or the prior week. Aiden O'Connell threw for 4 touchdown passes in the first half. No Raider quarterback has ever done that. Let's see. There was a game earlier in the year where we didn't have any turnovers and any nor any penalties. That was a historical game, but this one tops the cake. Okay, and then the final two. The Raiders offense or the Raiders performance was so masterful, so dominating, so beautiful, so lovely. Don't you agree that they got a head coach and a general manager fired? I'm fired? I'll take the back door. And really and truly, Brandon Staley, dude, if I said it after the game, I think I may have tweeted it, but I'm not sure. They should have made that dude low crawl back to Los Angeles. And anybody that's been in the military know what I mean when I say low crawl. So that's my thought on that. Okay, next up on the list of winners is Teshia and Leslie. This is going to be a little bit of a civil war. All right.
Yeah,
This
not really.
okay.
Okay.
This is the reason. This is the reason why this show is named what it's named. Kansas City, after losing to Buffalo at home last week in the Offsides Bowl, go to Foxborough. I gotta stack. I gotta get her. Leslie. They go to Foxborough and they defeat the New England Patriots 27-17. Your thoughts on your team's victory over Bill Belichick, who we will see what's going to happen. And Leslie's still on that that yellow propaganda, yellow journalism rather, about Big Bill Stan, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. Teshia, your your reaction, if you will, to Patrick Mahomes and his boys and your boys doing what they did to New England.
Okay, this is going to sound really cocky, and I'm very sorry, Leslie, in advance, because you were awesome.
She's lying. She's not sorry.
So I did not initially, and this is a really, really strange thing for me because I dedicate all of football time to football time. I didn't initially watch the game, and I wasn't surprised that we won. I was like, we got this one in the bag. Hey, I did watch some highlights, and it was not perfect. We made a ton, and no disrespect, but we made a ton of mistakes still. You know, I think I worry a little bit still, absolutely. But yeah, I didn't watch it because I was like, I already know we won. Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, if you would have watched the first couple plays, you would not have thought that. So that's for sure.
So I didn't. Yeah. I was like, we're going superstition here. We're just not watching it, and we're going to win. Playing you guys is rough, man. I grew up doing it. It's rough. Sometimes it's better to just not stress yourself out completely. So I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Also, sorry. No.
Go ahead, Leslie. You have a rebut?
No, I mean, I thought we were going to lose. So, I mean, I was really close, I think, on my prediction. Didn't I say 28-14 or 24-14? So I was really close. Yeah, I mean, first half wasn't terrible. Second half, same as last week. You know, they just could not get it together. As for Belly, I still think he's staying. I don't think he's leaving. So, yeah. I think Travis Kelce needs some sticky on his hands though, because he can't seem to catch a ball to save his life.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that here in just a second. All right, Brian. Let's get your neutral thoughts, but not really, on the Pats and the Pats and the Chiefs.
Yeah, you know, I watched a little bit of the game, and Chiefs are not perfect. I mean, you could still see that they have a lot to work on. That Patriots team, unfortunately, sorry, Leslie, it's just not a good team. I mean, it's not a good team at all. So to watch, right. To watch them struggle, to watch the Chiefs struggle with the Patriots at first. I mean, I wasn't shocked. They were struggling just because of how poorly the Chiefs have been playing, you know, and the Patriots with Zappy just came off a pretty good game. So, I mean, it wasn't shocking to me the beginning. Now, the outcome, I expected the Chiefs to win the game, but I expected it to be what it was.
Yeah, and but for an 11-play, 75-yard drive at the end of the second quarter that actually put points on the board for the Chiefs. I mean, the Patriots were in it all first half.
Oh yeah, they were in it to win it that first half for sure. Yeah,
but unfortunately, the game is 60 minutes and not just 30 minutes, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. But here's the thing, though. This is something that, you know, Brian and I can take from this, and still, even though that the Chiefs won, we can continue to troll them because Kadarius Toney did it again.
Bring it on,
man. Travis Go ahead.
Travis Kelce did it again, and Taylor Swift was at the game
again.
That's football.
No, it's not. You don't get off that easy. You can't say that. Okay. Okay, Brian.
He had both hands
Yeah,
on the ball.
Exactly.
No, I agree. It was I agree. If it's not
Again.
making you
Willie.
screaming, something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Willie,
Go ahead, sir.
in one of my fantasy leagues, I know you don't like fantasy and talking about it. I lost my playoff.
It's okay. I just didn't have time to play this year, nor next year, or nor the year after that.
Really quick. Screw Travis Kelce. Listen. I lost in another. I have 2 leagues. Both of them I have him in. One of them I lost. I lost because of him, and now I'm in the last place game, and I might have to do the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Challenge. I don't do hot stuff. This is not good. And then the other league I lost by 0.12. 0.12. If Travis Kelce catches the damn ball that's in his hands, then I win and move on.
Not draft him.
Well,
This girl. That sucks, man.
look, yeah, and unfortunately, fantasy is just that. We ain't here to troll fantasy. We here to troll real football.
Fair enough.
And the trolling will continue but this is real talk. The Chiefs, I don't care if it's Mahomes' fault or not that these passes are getting picked off. The fact of the matter is that they're turnovers. And turnovers, no matter who they're committed by, hurts the team. Now, to your credit, Teshia, the Chiefs actually still have a shot at the number 1 seed in the AFC. As we know, Patrick Mahomes has never played a road game in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And there's a way that they can still get the freaking number 1 seed. And
playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
And the Chiefs, they've been kind of up and down. I won't say kind of. They've been very much up and down all year. They still have a game lead on the Broncos in the division. Maybe 2 now. Yeah, it's 2 now. 3 games up on the Raiders. They're going to win the division. But to see Patrick Mahomes have to go on the road for the first time ever to win a playoff game. Playoffs?
Don't talk about playoffs.
Yeah.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Well, yeah, there's a chance.
I know.
But the last time I checked, the Baltimore Ravens were pretty good. Oh, right on cue. Let's go. The Baltimore Ravens go to Northeast Florida on Sunday Night Football in a game against the Jaguars, and they actually skinned them. They skinned the Jaguars 23-7. Brian, I got questions, man. I got some serious questions for you. Who are the Jaguars? Who are they? What is their identity?
That's a great question.
Hey,
the last 3 games they don't look. What?
Okay, that's my bad. Somebody was interrupting from that game. Go ahead.
I have no idea. I really don't. Like they don't look like the same team 3 weeks ago, so it was it's tough to watch. They've completely. I know that they haven't been able to run the ball, but they legit abandoned it. They only had 13 rushes the entire game. Like, I mean, yeah, you're not going to get anything if you completely abandon it. So, I mean, but it's not good, man. I don't. They gotta do something to get back on track.
Yeah, and they better do it quick, because the Texans went to Nashville and beat Tennessee with no C.J. Stroud. He has cleared concussion protocol and will be back in week 15. The Colts, the Texans, and the Jags are all tied with an 8-6 record, with the Jags having a tiebreaker over both of those teams. This is a little bit too close to comfort for what many of us thought would be a Jags team that would just run away with this division. And now here we are with 3 games left, and they're tied. And at some point, Brian, you're going to have to become a Raider fan. I think it's in week 16 because we play the Colts in Indianapolis. So you're going to have to become a Raider fan. And I can't wait for that game for us to break that thing down. All right, Teshia, any trolling thoughts any trolling thoughts for Brian and his Jags?
No, I really can. I don't want to bring it up again, but I have a lot of them in fantasy. So pick it up. Let's go. Figure it out. Get your what together.
Let me rephrase the question. Any thoughts on trolling Brian in non-fantasy football related matters?
Yeah, you lost. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That sucked. Oh, sorry, not sorry.
Okay, let's switch it up a little bit. Here we go. Social media. Good evening, all. Oh, okay, Brian. So he's talking to you and I both today, huh?
All right, my man Herb.
What did we do? What did we do to warrant this improved treatment? All right, a week late, but Tony lined up offsides, looked at the refs and said, "Look what you made me do." Yeah, I mean,
that's a Taylor Swift song.
Taylor Swift song.
Another one.
Wait a minute, he said that last week, didn't he?
Not that one.
It was a different song.
That's a new one.
Oh,
very original.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a new
Beautiful.
one.
I guess, Leslie,
done,
I need to get up on my Taylor Swift game, I guess. I mean,
Obviously.
no, not gonna happen. The Eagles told the Super Bowl, "We are never, and I mean ever getting back there." Yeah, because what happened last night? Matt Patricia, your former D coordinator, Leslie, he is a complete joke. Walking around with that stupid pencil behind his ear. I just want to just take that pencil and just jab in the back of the neck with it.
That's another Taylor Swift song, by the way.
What
is
is
a joke?
Mm-hmm.
That
We are never, ever, ever.
getting back together. That's a Taylor Swift song.
Welcome to the Taylor Swift segment of the show. We are Show Nuff Divided at this point because I don't know none of these songs. Mahomes to Tony. I knew you were in trouble when you walked in. Yeah, because he did it again.
They're good though. They're good.
Genius.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really think they need to I don't even think they can afford to put that dude on the bench. I mean, who else is out there? Sky Moore. He's been grounded, no pun intended, but yeah, kind of sort of one is intended there. Travis Kelce, I mean, he got butterfingers. Rasheed Rice and Jerick McKinnon and possibly Clyde Edwards-Helaire are the only ones out there that can halfway catch a doggone football.
Don't CHE me.
That's
That's
fact.
I mean, Pacheco can. He was just hurt. He's been out a couple weeks
with the shoulder.
He's pretty solid, but he's solid though.
He needs to stay out. For real. At least for 2 more weeks.
Weekend. He's back this weekend with Willie.
I ain't asked you all that, Brian. All right. The Back It Up Binge Podcast. Good evening, all. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in.
Good evening.
Make sure you go out there and subscribe to our channel. We would appreciate it, and we would definitely return the favor. Kelsey dropped the pass, looked at Tay and said, "Look what you made me do." That's about right. Now I can get with that. I can certainly get with that. All right, one more before we get back to the show. Herman Raj, Mahomes looked at his receivers, called Tyreek Hill and said, "I've got a blank space, baby. I'll write your name on it." You think Tyreek is trying to go back to Kansas City at this point?
No. That's a Taylor Swift song.
That was the best one, I think, yet. That was, I hate to admit, that was really good.
Okay.
Herb's taking over the show.
Yeah, he is. And I don't know if I particularly like that because I don't like not knowing stuff. I don't have to know everything, but dang, I need to know a little bit. So before you drop anybody out there that's watching, before you drop a Taylor Swift song analogy, please give me a warning by doing a check mark in the comments or something. So I won't look nearly as idiotic as I always do on this doggone show. I already look stupid enough with the stupid Kansas City hat on. And you okay, let me get
That's
Willie is the happiest because he gets to spend all this time with you three wonderful people.
That's true.
That's a backhanded compliment. I don't care.
That's a compliment.
That's a backhanded compliment. Because he taking shots at me. I didn't do nothing to the dude. Okay. Let's get to continuing the week 4 wrap up. Leslie has already alluded to this with her sensationalism and her yellow journalism.
It's true.
And her propaganda, her clam chowder propaganda.
Belly steak.
That was pretty funny.
Bill Belichick, Bill plus the Bill minus Brandon, does it equal the Chargers?
No.
Anybody else?
Oh, no, it won't be the Chargers.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to go to another team. I think that he's probably done. I think he's done. I think he will part ways, but I don't know if he'll coach anymore. At least not for a year or two.
Can he just go home already? Just go home.
No.
Just go home.
Just to fight for Chiefs fans, he's gonna stay. No, I'm just joking.
No, she's not. Listen, guys. Brian, you couldn't be more wrong. This dude is 72 years old. He ain't got another 2 years to take a break. Okay? If he's going to look, there are just certain things that as we get older, as I've gotten older, I begin to appreciate the things that I'm seeing, even though if it was 5, 10, 15, 20 years prior, I would never root for it. But I found myself rooting for Tom Brady to get his 8th Super Bowl championship. I found myself rooting for Michael Jordan at the end of his career, who I actually was not a fan of, not one iota. And people look at me funny when I say Michael Jordan is the GOAT over LeBron James. I'm not a LeBron James fan either, but he plays on my team. So what I'm trying to say is this, is that Bill has given us the best of Bill. Bill's legacy is not going to forever be, it will never be tarnished unless we find out that he did some of the craziest stuff, like, put a GoPro inside the football in every Super Bowl that they played in. That something like that. His legacy is forever cemented. Okay, Leslie, I'm gonna tell you, just like they said on I think it was Common Song, sister, you just need to let it go. Let it go.
Never.
You should let it go.
No.
Bill is going to it's kind of like that old football player, or anybody for that matter, that's been doing something for a long time, and the longer they do it, the more they have become more of a shell of themselves. We don't want to see Bill walk out, with a 2-15 record or a 3-14 record, which is what's going to happen. And who knows? That may be the reason why he comes back. But if he goes back to New England, Leslie, can we realistically have an idea or a thought that if he goes back to New England, that he's going to finish with a better record than he did this year?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Yes.
Yes. I think that's absolutely fine. So,
see, and this is the thing. Nobody feels sorry for the Patriots. Nobody. Not one person.
Yep. They hate us because they ain't us.
Well, don't nobody want to be y'all right now.
That's all right. It's okay.
You can throw your 7 up. I mean, but this is what I admire about Patriots fans and Steelers fans.
Loyal till the end.
No, not so much that. This is what I admire about about the Patriot fan base, the Steelers fan base, and the 49ers fan base, as opposed to the Dallas Cowboys fan base. When Dallas loses a game, their fans jump on social media and ask questions like, how many Super Bowl trophies y'all got? But when the Patriots lose, it's just a loss. When the Steelers lose, it's just a loss. When the 49ers lose, it's just a loss. They don't get on social media and start counting trophies that's got a whole bunch of rust on them. And truth be told, nobody's Super Bowl trophies has any more rust on them than the Cowboys Super Bowl trophies. I mean, out of the fan bases that I just mentioned. Now, of course, we know some other teams ain't never even been to the Super Bowl, but that's another story for another show for another day. So, Leslie, I admire your loyalty. I really do. I respect your loyalty. I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit disjointed and separated from reality, but I still admire and respect it.
He's staying.
I
Go ahead, Teshia.
I get it. I'm just saying I totally get it. I totally get it. Been on both sides of it. So you know what? Hang in there. It when it's really, really, really bad, it can only mostly get better. Hopefully.
Yeah, look at 3-0 and then 63-21. That's what they call a ShakeBack.
Like pure definition. Yeah. You needed that one. I'm glad you got it.
All right. What's next? From the ridiculous to the sublime. I got some statements. And I want y'all to really just tell me whether it's ridiculous or whether it's sublime. And this statement is going to be pretty ridiculous. You ready? You ready, Brian?
Yeah, hey, bring it.
The Cincinnati Bengals have a quarterback controversy.
Nah, sublime.
Ridiculous. Not
Oh,
sublime.
yeah. No, you're right. 100%. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. It's ridiculous.
I guess we should have put on the screen what the definition of sublime is before we.
Oh, you're good.
I'm a 90 or an 80s baby, so that's like a totally 90s band to me. I don't, I'm not gonna say I ever looked up like the actual definition of it. So
Okay, Leslie. Oh my gosh. Mac Jones is going to be the starting quarterback for your New England Patriots next year. Is that ridiculous or is that sublime?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely not. Please don't. No.
Oh, Teshia. Before it's all, why are you looking like that? What's that look for?
I'm dreading this. Let me have it. Let's go.
Before it's all said and done, Patrick Mahomes is gonna go to Taylor Swift and ask her if she wouldn't mind applying for a job as a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Is that ridiculous or is that sublime?
I'd say sublime. Let's go. Put her in the game. Put her in the game. I think at this point, that could only help. Put her in the game.
Put Tay in the game.
Hey, I have my cat's name is Taylor, and she catches like all kinds of stuff. So I'm saying.
So that's why they can't catch any passes for the Chiefs. The cat's catching all the balls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot.
Yeah.
Get Taylor the cat a number. What number do we want Taylor to wear?
13.
Yes, obviously. Oh my gosh, that wasn't even a question.
13.
Why 13?
It's Taylor's
really?
number.
We have to. You and I have to have a talk, okay? We'll do it later.
Wait a minute.
Take about
Okay.
407 hours.
That's fine, but that still doesn't answer the question. What's 13?
It's Taylor's lucky number.
It's Just her lucky number. Yeah.
Brian, did you know that?
I actually did not know that, and that's my favorite lucky number. So that's not exciting to know that.
It was mine before
share
I
that
knew it too. That's a really good
with
lucky
Taylor
number.
Swift.
I got one final statement.
Gonna convert you.
The discussion of Taylor Swift's favorite number, is it ridiculous or is it sublime?
So sublime. Let's go. You're outnumbered on this one, 3-1.
I can't believe this. But you know what, though? We might have something here. We might have something here. All right. I'm going to play a video. Y'all ready? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I really cannot believe. All right. So I'm going to play a video and you have to tell me, or basically it's this.
Oh my God! Did you see that? Oh my God! Did you see that?
I love that sound clip. That is from one of my favorite movies of all time. Rookie of the Year, starring, I forgot the dude's name, but it's still one of my favorite movies. All right, so here we go. I have this video, and I want y'all to tell me what you think. But here we go. Y'all know who that is, right?
It's Jamie Foxx.
Yep.
Or is that too quick of an answer?
That's amazing.
Willie Beeman from Any Given Sunday. Remember when he played the quarterback and his name was Willie Steeman, Willie Beeman. You know what? People used to call me that all the time. I'm like, don't call me that. That movie, it was a really good movie. But Jamie Foxx obviously is doing much better after his medical event. So thank God for that and for him being healthy. Obviously getting back to doing Jamie Foxx things, Brian. That was a launch of about, I want to say about maybe 40 yards, because the basketball court is 92 feet in length. And he switched it.
He got some talent.
Ridiculous or sublime? Jamie Foxx should sign a contract to play quarterback for the New England Patriots.
That's totally sublime, not ridiculous. Let him out there. Let him out there.
Ridiculous. Come on.
Come on now.
Okay.
Sublime. Let's do it. I'm ready.
So Leslie, what did you think about your future quarterback out there throwing the ball through the net like that? He's more accurate than Mac Jones.
I don't even care about that. Just
it'll sell
all
tickets.
The people that would tune in. Jamie Foxx.
It will
Here we
sell
go. He's no Taylor Swift, but he's pretty dang close.
Mm-hmm. It will sell a boatload.
I'd say better.
All right, Teshia. Steaming Willie Beeman.
Better.
Did y'all see the movie, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. How long we been doing this?
I said I think so.
Oh, if you think so, you haven't seen it.
I'm sure I've seen it.
No, you haven't seen it.
No.
If you're sure you've seen it, you definitely have not seen it. That's facts.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Here we go. Hashtag look ahead. Raiders at Chiefs, Jags at Bucks, Pats at Broncos. Let's do a score prediction of each. Brian, let's start with you. Raiders at Chiefs. Give me your score prediction.
Oh, I think that the Raiders upset them, and I think that it's going to be 24-20.
So if that happens, what does Teshia have to do?
Shots fired. Let's go.
She needs to wear something black and silver. Anything. Okay.
Oh, I have my closet's full of black. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be anything out of the norm for her. And plus, she sent me a black and silver Kansas City Chiefs hat. That wouldn't.
Wait.
Uh,
Are you also a Royals fan?
she don't like
No.
baseball.
Tisha? Oh no.
I don't
Okay, I
do
was gonna
baseball, but I do watch
suggest
KU
Jackson.
basketball from time to time. So
Okay.
there's that.
I was just gonna suggest Bo Jackson if you were, because then the whole
Mhm.
Raiders thing. So.
I don't baseball really, and I don't basketball really, but I do some college basketball. And when I do.
Shock.
Pig Suey. That's who she is.
Well, Arkansas too, but we're terrible. So, I like to try to watch a team that's going to
Yes, a rock
maybe
chalk
win
match.
right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I haven't watched college basketball since like 1997.
Missing out, baby.
It's 4 undefeated teams in college basketball.
Yeah.
Boom Soon is one of them.
I don't know who they
Oh,
are.
use
Do you know
one-
who they
oh,
are? Name them. You're on the spot.
OU is I don't know. I couldn't tell you all of them.
Fair enough.
I know Duke's not one of them.
No, it's
Gonzaga.
Houston. No, Houston's definitely one of them.
Mhm.
And the other one is kind of like a mid-major. They're not a group. They're like a group of 5. They're not a Power 5 conference team.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Tisha's looking it up, so let's move on. Teshia.
I muted. Hold on. South Dakota State, Florida State, Liberty, Michigan, and Washington.
Or maybe it was
That
just
is-
in division. Maybe it was just Division 1. I don't know, because a couple of those are
I
Division
don't
2
know what that
schools, I
means.
think.
Yeah, South
read
Dakota
it.
State is FCS. All right,
Yeah.
Tisha. Score prediction for your Chiefs and my Raiders.
Well, I hope you score nothing. Just saying. So we'll go like 0-21. I think I feel comfortable with that.
Oh,
But
so you
you're
saying
right.
we're gonna get shut out again?
Ooh.
No, I really
Would you?
don't
Hey,
think so.
Willie.
I'm just kidding.
Willie, you could be the
Here's
first
thing, it's gonna
team
be a
ever.
close game. What's that?
I said,
didn't
Willie,
hear you, I'm
it
sorry.
could be the first time ever that you go scoreless, score 63, and then go scoreless again.
See,
I mean-
Brian, what you trying to do right now? You think you slick? You think you slick because you're trying to play on what I said earlier about getting older and seeing things that haven't been seen before. That's not one of them. That wouldn't be
Listen,
one of them.
I picked you to win. I mean,
All right,
I think
Tisha,
it's
so
going to be really, really, really close. And here's what bothers me anytime we play you guys is it can come down to one flipping point. And I think that's entirely possible. You guys got the juice. You got mad. You lost. You got mad. You came back. You rallied and did whatever that was you did. It was beautiful, by the way. Hard to watch, but beautiful. But, I don't know. I think it's going to come down to mindset. Whoever wants it more.
The Chiefs
Hopefully
beat
it's
us.
I don't know.
The Chiefs beat us the same way they beat the Patriots. We jumped out 14-0. It was 14-10 at halftime, and then we didn't score again until a field goal late in the game. So I understand, Leslie, your anger and also wanting to cry. I get both of those. All right, so your score prediction, Leslie, of the Raiders Chiefs game.
31-21 Raiders.
Wow.
ooh.
Oof.
Next week's going to be so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Is it my turn to predict the score? Do I got to predict the score of my own team? Well, I guess I do. Teshia just did. I'm gonna say the narcotic addiction continues. The Raiders will get up early, but we'll lose late, and the score will be 28-24. Jags at Bucks. The Bucks are currently in first place in the NFC South with a 7-7 record. Baker Mayfield is. I thought this dude was stripping.
All right.
I thought the dude was stripping, man. Okay. So I lost my train of thought there for a second. Okay, so the Jags
Little
at Bucks.
starstruck, are you or what?
I don't know what I am. Jags at Bucks. The Bucks. They just come off of a victory over the Green Bay Packers at home, in which Baker Mayfield is making a case for the MVP, or maybe not really, but still, he had a very good game. He threw 4 touchdown passes, no picks. The Jags are limping in here on 3 legs and on a 2-game losing no. They have been just inconsistent the last 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Prediction, Leslie. Jags Bucks.
I think the Jags win. I don't really have a score in mind though.
Okay,
off the top of my head for that one, but I think the Jags win.
So the Jags win. All right.
Maybe by a narrow margin, but I think they pull it out.
Narrow margin it is. Okay, Teshia. Jags Bucks.
Can you really can you really like pick the Bucks to win? And oh my gosh, I'll eat my words if they do. Sorry, but I think this is a comeback game. I think the Jags are going to do it. I don't know by how much or what. It might be a squeaker. It might be a squeaker.
We call it a shakeback. We call it a shakeback.
It's a shakeback. Let's go. You're down. Pick it up. Get your know what together, and let's go. Let's.
Right.
Hey.
I think the Jags do bounce back, but it ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. People are overlooking the play of Baker Mayfield. I think it's gonna be the Bucks 31, the Jags 23. Sorry, man. They concern me. They have no identity. They can't run the ball. They can't stop the run. The Ravens rushed for 200 yards on them the other night.
Lamar Jackson rushed for 100 of them. I mean,
it's okay. It is what it is.
Baker Mayfield, as much as I love him, is not rushing for 100 yards. So,
right. Well, we know that to be the case. All right, Patriots at Broncos.
Do I not? Hey, I didn't get to pick.
Go ahead.
Can I say something first about this game? This game is very bittersweet for me because the most beloved OU player probably in the last 20 years or longer plays for the opposing team. So, of course, I always want Baker to do well. And this is going to be a tough game to watch for me. But that's okay. I still think that we shake back. That's the name of it. We're gonna shake back. And I think that it'll be 27-20. Jags.
All right. Let's move on to the Pats and Broncos. Brian, stay with you. Let's get a prediction here.
Well, since the Patriots are actively tanking, I am not going to pick them to win. I don't think that it's going to be like a massacre. I still am not a fan of the Broncos, even though they're playing well. They're going to win. But I think this is going to be like a 13-3 game.
Broncos?
Leslie,
I see you shaking your head. What you got?
21-14.
Patriots?
Broncos.
Okay.
Broncos.
I like her because she's a realistic fan.
Amen to that.
Boston sports fan.
hey, look, if I was 2-10, I'd probably pick against my team every week too.
And that is a Show Sho Nuff Divided right there.
Guns away. Jeez.
Comments like that is what make us who we are. A Show Sho Nuff
It's
Divided.
possible to offend me, so.
Yeah.
All right, Teshia.
I was gonna say 0-0 just to F them both, but you know, I didn't say it. I said the F. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I hate to ever say the Broncos are gonna win a game, but they probably will win it. Probably not by much. I really don't think it'll be by much. Couple points, maybe a field goal.
Yeah.
That's the worst type of games to lose. Sorry, listening.
I'm thinking 13-10.
Yeah, that sounds
They
about right.
win. I'll have someone videotape me, like standing on top of the furniture, screaming and yelling.
I think I would actually pay money to see that.
Yeah.
If we win, I'm gonna roast you guys so flipping hard because you all picked against us. So just so you know.
Who did? I didn't pick against you.
Guys?
No, Willie picked the Chiefs.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I'm just not making any more bets on the Chiefs. They are too unreliable.
Yeah, not on these games. Not on these games because anything
I
can happen.
Can't pick them.
This is the opposite,
I actually
Willie.
took a picture of myself outside of Arrowhead last week. In my Edelman jersey. It was wonderful.
Why you didn't send it to us? You could have sent it
That's
to me. I
awesome.
could have put
You
it on
should have
here.
sent it. Yeah,
It's
that's
my
great.
profile picture.
Huh?
It's my profile picture.
Oh,
My
I
Jules
know,
jersey.
but oh yeah. All right. Excuse me. Let's get to these final comments before we jump up out of the building. Herb and Raj, or Herb doing Herb things. This was sent to me from a friend. If the Chiefs keep losing, it could be a cruel summer. Now, that's not a Taylor Swift song.
It is a Taylor Swift song.
It is.
Cruel Summer is the song there, Willie. Look, if it has quotations, it's a Taylor Swift song at this point, Willie. Just accept
There's
it.
your hand.
Yeah.
There's your
But
hand.
here's the thing, though. Cruel Summer was by Bananarama. Is it a remake?
I don't think so.
I would say it's an original of maybe some same words.
Yeah.
It's a cruel summer.
Oh yeah, she definitely wrote it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Leslie, you should know.
I don't know. I'm not like a Taylor aficionado. I just have heard some of her songs.
Is that Brian's hair? Was he wearing a hat before? I didn't realize it was a hat. I thought his head always just looked like that.
Man,
Think of it. I don't think I've ever seen Brian without a hat on.
I didn't have one on. I didn't have one on last week. So
Okay. Hashtag fins up. Now
Absolutely.
that sounds like Raj.
That's
Or-
Raj, 100%.
Yeah, that's Raj.
Ew.
Dang, Teshia just hates every team. Yeah, she does. I'm worried. I'm just mad the Raiders didn't go for 70, of which we could have, and that would have been
fun.
magnificent. Oh, the other history-making thing from that game was this is the first time in history of the NFL where two teams have scored 60+ points in any two games this year. The Raiders were one of them. Shake your head like
Willie, is that 63 points more than the Raiders have scored all season?
Not all season. Not all season, but it's 56 points more points scored than your team scored on Sunday night.
That's true. That's true. Good one.
You don't want to do that with me, man. DBKJ. Do y'all know him or her? Well, we thank you for watching. No way what? We don't remember. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well, and we will return the favor to you, sir or man. Herb and Raj, Staley got fired at halftime. They just didn't tell us until after the game. Now that probably happened.
Could have been. Could have.
Maybe they fired him after the Jaguars game last in the playoffs. Didn't tell him. Nah, that wouldn't have worked. Okay, Tom Brady is overrated. Oof.
Oh, wow.
That cuts deep.
Go ahead, Leslie. Get him.
Go. Greatest of all time. Patty Mahomes. Who is that? No, absolutely not. It's Tom Brady now and forever.
Dang.
Patty Mahomes.
You said
Go ahead, Teshia.
Oh, I get the of all time because you know what? That's GOAT. But we have a GOAT in the making, I think. I respect Tom Brady so much. I can't even knock him. I can't knock it.
Yeah.
I used to when I had to play against him, and then it's just like now I'm just like, that's good football. So
I think the film games was that Patty Mahomes was not going to be Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. And Brady's out here making waves, talking about how poorly played the game is, and obviously, Tom, you just retired last year, so you were a beneficiary of the poor play in the NFL that you speak of right now. That's all I got.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. When he was there, though, when he was on the Pats, he did not take what from any of his teammates.
Yeah. Well,
if Travis Kelce was on the Patriots, I don't think Travis Kelce would be on the Patriots with all the dropped.
I do have one thing, Willie, about that. By the way, the stats, almost all the stats between Baker Mayfield this year and Tom Brady's last year with Tampa Bay are this like almost identical. Like Brady's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. I'm just saying Baker's playing that well that he was playing as well as Brady was his last year. Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. He's playing well. Hey,
didn't say that. I mean, you can't just because he's playing well, you can't put him in the same sentence as Tom Brady.
No, he can go in the same sentence because he has the same similar stats he had last season. That's
they
accurate.
Go play for
it's
the
true.
Buccaneers. I get it. Ha ha ha.
Until you have like 44
true.
years, which is what Tom Brady had. You can't do that.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah, the Raiders. Whoops. The Raiders scored 63 points and only had one offensive touchdown in the second half. Facts. That's domination.
Yeah, that's good football.
Ravens on top. They are 11-3, and they have the number 1 seed as of right now in the AFC. And they have a pretty tough schedule ahead of them, too. They've got the 49ers, they've got Miami, and I forgot who the third game is against.
Did you forget?
Did
you forget?
Forget what?
Who the game was against? Who is it? Somebody tell me.
Which game?
We're doing comments. Willie?
Oh, okay. Continuing on. It's not a civil war with the Patriots. They have no ammunition. It's not fun when Leslie doesn't show any emotion.
I mean, I don't have anything nice to say. So.
Okay. Now, see, this is my mission. Now, y'all get the daily missions every day, right? My daily mission is going to have to come up with something that's going to make this woman show some emotion on this show when we troll her team.
Just call me.
She is stoic. I respect that though. Never let them see you sweat. Okay, this is a song. I know that this is not Taylor Swift. Leslie has a poker face. Lady Gaga. Y'all knew I knew Lady that. Gaga. I actually like Lady Gaga. All right. Yeah. I'm going to say sorry in advance. F your feelings. I'm saying that I want.
Saying what he wants.
Is that a Taylor Swift song too?
No, I don't think so.
It's in quotations.
Is it?
I don't
know.
That one.
No,
it's in
quotations. That's just Herbie and Herb.
That's I know. He did that on purpose to fool you.
Okay. Okie doke. I get it. No disrespect equals much disrespect intended. Absolutely 100% sustained. Leslie about to reach through the screen and choke Teshia. Facts.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Facts.
Girl, let's go.
Nope.
Tony be like, I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and what?
Vices.
End up in crisis. Is that a Taylor Swift song too?
I don't know about that one.
It's not Taylor Swift.
See, now y'all got me shook.
That's Beauty and the Beast.
Y'all got me shook.
It's Beauty and the Beast. That's what I just said. Disney.
Yeah.
I'm thinking everything is a Taylor Swift song. Y'all got me so shook. No joke, Brian just said his fantasy is to screw. Oh, I can't finish this one. This might be watching. Brian also just said he doesn't do hot stuff. I don't know where this segment is going. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Trevor Lawrence, every time he fumbles, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Isn't he? Is he in concussion protocol?
No, he's not.
He's not.
That's a Taylor Swift song, though.
But that is a Taylor Swift song.
Taylor Swift song.
It's a Taylor Swift song. Did he do? He did the.
Oh, he'd been doing the quotes on all the other ones too, and they weren't Taylor Swift songs. All right. Okay, someone else say something. I'm dying here. Good. All these Taylor Swift song quotes. The problem is the Jags make a bad play and they shake it off. Now that I know is a Taylor Swift song. Can I get a hand clap for me, please? Can I get a hand clap? May I please get a hand clap?
Here's the problem. You got to shake it off and do better.
I'm gonna give myself a hand clap. Here we go. Wait a minute. That ain't it.
Oh.
I'm a man.
That never gets old, Willie. It never gets old.
Ever gets old. Okay. Let's at Leslie. What quarterback would you like to see the Pats draft? That's a serious question.
Yep.
I don't want him to draft a quarterback. I don't want him to draft a quarterback. I want him to pick Joe Alt. So Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. They need a quarterback. They need a team.
They need someone who's going to make a career there, and that's not a QB. So
Jags are great at beating their division and bad at beating everyone else.
For the most part, true. Yes.
Herb says, "I love you all, Brian. Congratulations, you were included on that." Lincoln Riley will leave USC for the Chargers.
I think so.
You think
it's
so?
Possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. He hated recruiting as it is, and like now with the transfer portal and all this stuff, I think he's just had it. You know, his quarterback left him. He's literally bringing in a Kansas State quarterback next year in the transfer portal. So I don't know. I think he is. I think he's going to make the jump. I don't know why. Honestly, I think his stock fell. I don't know why an NFL team would want him as a head coach. He hasn't done well. I mean, for the most part, he did well at OU for a little while, but he had Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. I mean, come on now, and
CeeDee Lamb.
And CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, and the list could go on. Okay, he had all these people. I'm just saying, I think he would be better suited as an offensive coordinator in the NFL because that he is good at, very good at calling plays. But
yeah, well, remember a while back he was rumored to be possibly a candidate for the Dallas Cowboys head coaching job before they got Mike McCarthy. All right, Air Raid Podcast. We thank you for watching. Oh, he just said that. Okay. Great show. Love you all, especially Willie. Have a great night. Oh,
look at that. That's not backhanded. That's truthful.
That's some love right there.
I don't know, man. I got PTSD when it comes to that dude, man.
You're weirded out by it, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, is this the right show? Am I the right person? Who am I? What are we doing here? Who is this?
You are him.
I am him. Well, who is he?
Yeah.
Brian stripped on camera. I just turned back and just he did strip, y'all. He did. It's a good thing that we are not affiliated with any sort of network because we might have been getting shut down, man, after that. Okay, now Leslie is going to choke Brian as well. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just realistic. I'm just realistic about where my team is this year.
Just do it. Okay.
Brian is still salty about 2018. Now, isn't that the year that the Jags went up to Foxborough and had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter or in the second half of the AFC Championship game? Isn't that the year that happened?
No, he's talking 2018 OU versus Georgia with Lincoln Riley.
Oh,
Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about because it lives in the back of every OU fan's mind for probably forever. It was bad.
Brian put Baker and Brady in the same sentence. His speaking privileges are revoked for 5 minutes. I know I should have muted his butt for that, man.
I can't even. No, it's too good.
He did not get fired.
Don't do it. He's fired.
You just proved his point. Leslie shows emotion when you remind her Belichick got fired 2 weeks ago, and she just said
Billy is not leaving. He's not leaving. He's not leaving.
Okay.
In it to win it.
It's anti-hero. You all failed the Taylor Swift quiz. Well, that's for damn sure. Alien, what I said. Alien said, what? What's going on, y'all? Y'all know that person?
Who is it?
We don't know, but thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button on our channel.
my God.
We will return the favor to you, kind friend. All right. That's it. Any final thoughts, everybody? Leslie, go.
Sorry.
Go Pats.
Can I go
Go
first?
Pats. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's go Pats. LFG Pats.
Teshia.
Yeah. I think you're gonna lose ish. Oh, I know it hurts to say it. I unmuted myself. Or I muted myself. Literally, oh my gosh. I think we'll get you by 14.
So that's your final thought. Go Chiefs by 14.
Oh God. Yeah, that's risky, but I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not risking anything, so why not go bold?
Mm-hmm. Who cares? And you know what I haven't said today?
You do.
That you hate them.
Nah, I have not said that. I have not said that in this episode. Can you believe that?
You should.
You haven't said
You
it.
should. You
Yeah,
should.
you're just
I
messing
hate
stuff
playing
up.
you.
All right, Leslie. No. Brian. Final thoughts.
I hope Baker Mayfield has a great game, but he's going to take an L. Got to. He has to.
Okay. My final thoughts. I hate them. All right. For Leslie, for Brian, for Teshia, this is Willie. This has been a Show Nuff Divided. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all love each other. Y'all hug each other. I promise it's going to be all right. We will holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.